Right now, millions of Americans over 65 are overpaying on 5 specific bills every single month, and the reductions they're entitled to are written into federal and state law, not discounts, not coupons, legal entitlements, programs that exist specifically because of your age. Most of the people who qualify have never been told they exist, and every month that passes is another month of money that doesn't come back. I'm going to walk you through all 5 bills today. Every one of these is backed by a real government program with real dollar amounts attached to it. And I can promise you this, at least one of these 5 applies to you personally, possibly more than one. We're talking about your prescription drug bill, your property tax bill, your utility bill, your phone and internet bill, and the 5th one surprises most people because it's a bill they've been overpaying their entire retirement without realizing there was a legal remedy sitting there waiting for them. Stay with me through all 5. Because the last one on this list, almost nobody talks about it, and for some people watching right now, it could be worth more than everything else combined. Bill number 1, prescription drugs. Let's start with the one that hits hardest every single month. If you are on Medicare and you pay full price or even reduced price for your prescription medications, there is a real chance you are spending far more than you legally have to. The program is called Medicare Extra Help. You may have also heard it called the low-income subsidy, and most seniors have never applied for it, not because they don't qualify, but because nobody told them it was there. Here is what it actually does. For people who qualify, Extra Help eliminates your Part D deductible entirely. It caps your copay at $5.10 for generic medications, $5.10, and for brand-name drugs, the maximum copay is $12.65 per prescription regardless of what the drug actually costs. The Social Security Administration estimates that Extra Help is worth an average of $5,700 per year to the people who receive it. Most seniors never see this coming. A retired school bus driver from Ohio, we'll call him Harold, had been paying $180 a month for his blood pressure and diabetes medications. He'd been on Medicare for 6 years. He qualified for Extra Help the entire time. When a benefits counselor finally helped him apply, his monthly prescription bill dropped to under $30. That's nearly $1,800 a year he had been leaving on the table, every single year, for 6 years. That's over $10,000, but here's where it gets even worse. The Social Security Administration reports that more than 2 million Medicare beneficiaries who are eligible for Extra Help have never applied. 2 million people. Billions of dollars in unclaimed benefits sitting there, waiting, going unused because the system doesn't come looking for you. You have to go find it. Now, income and asset limits do apply. In 2026, the income limit is approximately $23,475 per year for a single person and $31,725 for a married couple. The asset limits are $18,090 for individuals and $36,100 for couples, and your home, your car, and certain other items don't count against those limits. Before I show you how to apply, hold on, because there are 4 more bills on this list, and the next one affects every senior who owns a home in America. Bill number 2, your property tax bill. This is the most underutilized high-value benefit in the entire country for seniors. Every state in America offers some form of property tax relief for homeowners over a certain age. Every single one, and yet a staggering number of seniors are paying their full property tax bill, sometimes thousands of dollars more per year than they're legally required to because they never filed the paperwork to claim what they're owed. Almost nobody talks about this. Here's why it matters more right now than it ever has before. The median U.S. home value has crossed $400,000. As values rise, assessed values rise, and as assessed values rise, property tax bills follow them, often dramatically. For a retired person on a fixed income, that increase can feel like being pushed out of the home they've lived in for 30 years. But here's what most people don't know. Depending on your state, you may be entitled to an exemption that reduces the assessed value of your home before taxes are even calculated, or a freeze that locks your assessed value at today's level permanently so future price increases never raise your tax bill again, or in some states, a deferral program that lets you postpone property tax payments entirely while you live in the home. Let's put real numbers to this. In New York, the Enhanced STAR program for seniors with income below $110,750 can reduce school district property taxes by $1,500 to $3,500 per year. In New Jersey, the Senior Freeze program reimburses qualifying homeowners for every dollar their property tax increased above a base year amount with income limits up to $150,000. In Texas, seniors 65 and older receive a combined school district exemption that can reach $160,000 in assessed value reduction and a tax ceiling freeze that locks your school tax payment at the year you turn 65 permanently. What happens next surprises most people. None of these exemptions are applied automatically, not a single one. The county assessor's office is not going to call you and say, "Hey, you turned 65 last year, here's your reduction." You have to file an application. In many states, that application takes less than 30 minutes. And many programs allow you to apply retroactively for a limited number of prior years. Every year you wait is a year of savings you cannot recover. Before I move on and pay attention here, because this one has a deadline most people miss, I need to tell you about the bill that most seniors don't even think of as something that can be reduced. Bill number 3, your home energy bill. This one surprises people. Most seniors assume utility bills are fixed, whatever your electric company or gas company charges, that's what you pay. End of story. That is not true. And the gap between what you're paying and what you could be paying may be significant. There are 2 separate programs most seniors have never used. The first is LIHAP, the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. It is federally funded and distributed by state agencies. Depending on where you live and your income level, LIHAP can provide direct payment assistance toward your heating and cooling bills in some states, up to $1,200 or more per year. In crisis situations, that ceiling is even higher. Eligibility is generally based on household income at or below 150% of the federal poverty level, or 60% of your state's median income, whichever is higher. A single person's household income can be meaningfully above what most people would consider low income and still qualify in many states. But here's the part that most people completely miss. Even if your income is above the LIHAP threshold, your utility company may have its own senior discount program, and they almost never advertise it. Utilities in Washington state offer low-income senior discounts of 20, 40, or 60% on electric bills, depending on income level. California's CARE program provides a 30–35% discount on electric and 20% off natural gas for qualifying households. Some local utilities offer senior rate tiers that reduce bills by 15–30% annually, and all you have to do is call and ask. This is where many retirees make a costly mistake. They assume that because they haven't heard about a discount, it doesn't exist for them. The reality is that utility companies don't send letters advertising these programs. The savings are real. They require one phone call. To find your state's LIHAP office, go to lihep.acf.hhs.gov to find out about your utility's senior rate programs. Call the number on your bill and ask specifically, do you have a senior rate discount or a low-income rate program? That one question could save you hundreds of dollars this year alone. But there's a bill on this list that's even easier to reduce, and it takes almost no time at all. Most seniors are paying full price for it right now this month when they don't have to. Bill number for your phone and internet bill. Here is a surprising statistic. The federal Lifeline program has been helping low-income Americans, including millions of seniors, reduce their monthly phone and internet bills for years. And despite being a federally funded program with straightforward eligibility, a significant portion of people who qualify are not enrolled. Here is what Lifeline provides in 2026. Qualifying households receive a discount of up to $9.25 per month on phone service or broadband internet service. That is $111 per year simply for being enrolled in a federal program you may already qualify for based on your income or your participation in other assistance programs, like Medicaid, SNAP, or C. Here is the detail that matters most. If you already receive Medicaid, C, SNAP, or certain other federal assistance programs, you likely qualify for Lifeline automatically without any additional income review. It is one of the few programs where qualifying for one benefit immediately opens the door to another. $9.25 may not sound like much, but combined with the other reductions on this list, the numbers begin to stack, and for someone on a fixed income where every dollar has a job to do, $100 a year is a meaningful amount. Apply at lifelinesupport.org. It takes under 15 minutes. Almost nobody talks about this next bill, and it could be the most important one. Bill number 5, your federal income tax bill. Here is the mid-video fact that contradicts what most seniors believe. Most people think of their tax situation as fixed in retirement. Your income is what it is. Your deduction is what it is. You file your return and pay what you owe. That's it. That's wrong. And for many seniors, it's costing them hundreds and in some cases thousands of dollars every single year. Here's what changed and what almost no one is talking about. Starting with tax year 2025 and running through 2028, a new law introduced an additional $6,000 standard deduction specifically for taxpayers age 65 and older. This is separate from, and in addition to, the existing extra standard deduction that seniors already received. Let's put that in plain numbers. For tax year 2026, a single senior over 65 already received an additional standard deduction of about $2,000 beyond the base amount available to all filers. The new law adds $6,000 on top of that for a total additional deduction of $8,000 above what a non-senior filer receives. For a married couple where both spouses are 65 or older, that combined additional deduction is even larger. This is where many retirees make a costly mistake. They file their taxes, or their preparer files their taxes using last year's numbers as a template, without reviewing whether new deduction categories apply. If your return was filed without capturing this additional deduction, you may have overpaid. And if you file your own taxes or use a low-cost software service that hasn't been Updated to flag this for senior filers. There's a real chance it was missed. What happens next surprises most people. A retired couple in their early 70s, both over 65, filing jointly could see their standard deduction increase by $12,000 compared to a non-senior couple in the same income situation, at a 22% marginal rate, that is $2,640 in tax savings per year, for 4 years. That is over $10,000, and it requires no special planning, no investment changes, and no complicated tax strategy. It requires correctly filing a tax return that reflects the deductions you are legally entitled to. Before I show you the action steps, and these are specific and simple, I want to make sure you understand what's actually happening here. None of the 5 reductions we've talked about today require you to do anything extraordinary. They don't require you to move your money, change your lifestyle, or take any financial risk. They require you to know the programs exist and then make a phone call, file an application, or update a tax return. The reason most seniors are paying full price on these 5 bills is not because they are ineligible. It's because these programs are chronically under-advertised, and the institutions that benefit from you not claiming them, the utilities, the government, the tax system, are not going to call you first. Your action plan here is exactly what to do starting this week. For your prescription drug bill, go to ssa.gov or call 1-800-772-1213 and ask about applying for Medicare Extra Help, also called the Low Income Subsidy. If you're unsure whether you qualify, a free SHIP counselor can review your situation at no cost. Find one at shiphelp.org. For your property tax bill, call your county tax assessor's office this week and ask 3 specific questions. 1. Do you offer a senior exemption for homeowners my age? 2. Do you have an assessment freeze program for seniors? 3. Is there a circuit breaker or rebate program I should apply for? Then ask when the application deadline is. In many counties, deadlines fall in the spring. Don't miss them. For your energy bill, go to leheap.acf.hhs.gov to find your state's LIHAP office and check eligibility. Then call the customer service number on your electric or gas bill and ask directly whether they offer a senior rate discount or low-income rate program. Write down the name of the person you speak with and what they tell you. For your phone or internet bill, go to lifelinesupport.org and check your eligibility. If you receive Medicaid, C, or SNAP, you very likely qualify automatically. The application is short and the monthly savings are immediate. For your tax bill, if you are 65 or older and filed your 2025 federal return without a tax professional, review whether the additional senior standard deduction was applied. If you're not certain, consult a tax professional or a free VITA volunteer income tax assistance site available through the IRS at irs.gov/VITA. If the deduction was missed, you may be able to file an amended return. And if you want to screen for every program you might qualify for all at once, go to benefitscheckup.org, a free tool from the National Council on Aging. Enter your zip code, age, and income range, and it will show you every federal and state program you may be eligible for. It takes about 10 minutes. For many people, it surfaces benefits they never knew existed. Here is what this all comes down to. You have earned every benefit on this list. They were created for you, they are funded and waiting, and the only thing standing between you and the savings is knowing they exist and taking the step to claim them. 5 bills, 5 legal reductions, and a very real chance that you are overpaying on more than one of them right now. This month, while the program's designed to help you sit unclaimed, go through the list, make the calls, check the websites, because this is not about luck or circumstance, it's about knowing your rights and acting on them. If someone you know over 65 is paying full price on any of these bills, share this video with them today. It could be worth thousands of dollars to them and they may have no idea.